Okay, there's a second example with variable on both sides, variable expressions, variable terms on both sides of the equation. We're going to model this here with negative x, negative x, negative x, negative x. So I got four negative x's. That's negative 4x on the left, and I've got 2x on the right. And of course, I still have 5 and 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now, how do we gather these x terms to one side of the equation? Well, here's the way we look at it. I'm going to bring in a new color here, just black maybe, or let's go green. These four negative x's, I can eliminate those four negative x's by with four positive x's. What would the sum of these? Let me go to black. Oh, hang on. Need my green. Now, I've changed the weight on the left side of the equation now, haven't I? Well, let's first deal with this. Let's deal with this fact first. I'll what is the net weight of all of that? The net weight of all of that. It's 0, I hope you see. I hope you see that that's 0 because the negative 4x and the 4x are opposites. We're utilizing the inverse property of addition here. We're creating the identity 0 by canceling out those negative 4x's of those four positive x's. However, I have changed the weight of the left side of the equation because I added 4x's to that left side of the equation. So I need to do the same thing to the right side of the equation to make it fair. Now the scale is balanced once again because those extra 4x's on the left have been balanced with 4 extra x's on the right. If it was balanced before, it's balanced again now. So let me find another pen, another color, purple. Now, since what's in the black weighs nothing, that means that this 5 weighs the same amount as all of this. So what we have now is 5 equals, how many x do I have over here? I've got 6x plus 9. And now we're in familiar territory again where you can use Xbox like we've been doing. Now we're in familiar territory. That we've gathered the variables to one side of the equation. Now, the essential question is, we don't have to do this balancing act every time unless you want to do it mentally. But essentially, you're asking yourself, let me get back to, let's see, negative 4x compared to 2x. Which side is greater? Which side of the equation has more x on it? Well, the right side has more. You might say, oh, well, 4 is more than 2, but we're not comparing 4 and 2. We're comparing negative 4 and 2. And 2 is 6 greater than negative 4. So it's like we have 6 extra x's on the right side of the equation. 6 extra x's because the 2x is 6 more than the negative 4x. You can look at it that way. It's the simplest way to look at it. Traditionalists have you add 4x to both sides, which is essentially what you're doing, but that leads to a lot of mistakes that I've seen. So I'm going to avoid that. I'm just going to ask you to think about this 2x is 6 more than that 6x is more than that negative 4x. So those extra x's, the surplus, ends up on the right side, ends up on that side of the equation. We have a surplus of 6x's. Okay, and now we're in familiar territory, and we would use Xbox from here on out. Times 6 and then plus 9, and the result is 5.